Western New York, here on the campus of St. Joe's Collegiate Institute in Kenmore Avenue, where we have today's Catholic High School Association of New York athletic contest between the hosting St. Joe's Marauders against the visiting Iona Prep Gales. My name is Tim Kenny, and we'd like to thank you for joining us today. Today I'm here with my partner, Jeremy Murphy. And Murph, today, picture-perfect day, not a cloud in the sky. Big-time matchup for a Catholic State High School trip Class AA championship, and also a rematch for the past two Class AA Catholic High School Athletic Association finals between these two teams, which Iona Prep has come out as a victor on both of them. So third time's a charm for St. Joe's, or will Iona Prep pull it out?
Yeah, this is that day where your seniors, they're putting on those jerseys, and you don't know if it's the last time one of these teams is going to say goodbye to a group of great seniors here. These teams are loaded with some good players. This is really going to sound and round out to be a nice game. The last couple of years, this has been extremely competitive. You've got a bunch of athletes on the field, and this is going to be entertaining. And, you know, you have to be thankful in Western New York for some nice weather, because you never know what you're going to get in May. But today could not be more crystal clear, beautiful, and perfect.
Well, Murph, this matchup is an interesting one. It's two different types. You have a senior-laden team in St. Joe's taking on a team that's led by freshmen, 4 freshmen that are really high-powered. So this will be an interesting way to see who's able to handle the pressure first. And the first face-off comes off, and St. Joe's comes away with it. Ball gets thrown back to Gallo in goal, and they'll start to clear.
And always it's going to come down to who can clear, who can ride harder, and minimize those turnovers coming up and down the field. And the energy is going to be here, and we'll see what the first quarter brings. I'm sure the first quarter brings some glitches for each team, getting to feel each other out, and but we'll see what happens as it plays through. St. Joe's gets this nice first possession, spreading them out, trying to get everyone a little touch, calm them down, get a feel, and attack the cage.
Here's Gallo coming from behind for St. Joe's. He comes around on the left side, whips a shot, saved by Portante in goal for Iona Prep. And Rocco Portante is one of the star players for Iona Prep as well, but getting all Catholic honors down in the New York City region for playing goalie.
Yeah, you can see they came right in and lit that one right off, let it fly. He was ready. He was all over it.
Here comes Quesada for St. Joe's down the left side. Passes it behind. St. Joe's trying to work it all out up top. This is Roast. Iona Prep coming out in a straight man-to-man right now. No gimmick defense.
Yeah, they'll take their time here and try and see what the matchups give them, see who has a little weak step to the left or right defensively. Handling the pressure there quite well, though. Good
Trying
backup.
to play it off. That's Roast, the senior for St. Joe's, who's putting in yeoman's work right now, maintaining control of the ball. He's going to keep it on the outside. He's guarded handily right there by Lundstedt for Iona Prep, and he gets it up. Ball comes down, and that goes over to Quesada. Quesada gets knocked down.
Pipe. I think that was a pipe. It looked like a pipe.
It hit a pipe, and they're going to call a push, and St. Joe's is going to maintain possession. Murph, this first run, teams are trying to settle down and relax. But what do you see so far off of this?
Well, the first thing I see is Iona is definitely extending out there, not letting them receive the ball easily. They're putting pressure on them for sure, and making look at this feed. He doesn't have anyone just free to feed to. They're shutting off the adjacent passes and making them earn that feed. Nice little touch on the elbow there. That went up high.
Quesada trying to get a shot off there and checked, but backed up by St. Joe's, and they'll continue to maintain possession.
Nice long possession for a first possession here. So this gives them a good feel.
There it is. Right off the bat, that's Tyler. Yes. Tyler Smart, the star senior who's going to Air Force, comes out and opens the scoring for St. Joe's on a beautiful move. Looks like the defense got crossed up. He took advantage, came up the left side, and buried in the back of the puck.
Yeah, Tyler is a sniper. That's why he's going Division I. And, he has that Penyan in his blood from his dad. Auburn High School is not too shabby in lacrosse either for Mom. This kid's been a leader all year, and at this time of the year, what do? You sit right on those leaders. You have to give those guys, the experienced players, that opportunity, and look what he did. He just put an exclamation point on the end of that drive. Nice face-off.
Iona Prep with the win on the face-off, and right down the pipe goes Christian Tapia, the junior face-off midfielder for Iona Prep, and he evens the score up at 1-1 with a beautiful straight north-south move down the field.
That's a kind of play right there where, you ask your face-off, your FOGO guy. The FOGO means face-off, get off. He didn't get off that time. He just went down and ripped it. But that's a punch in your mouth as a coach. You kind of, that's what you don't want to see if you're St. Joe's. They answered right away within 10 seconds.
So both teams coming out with a little bit to go. Iona striking really quick. St. Joe's taking their time. You've got a face-off violation on Gabe Cusack, and that's going to be Iona Prep ball as they come back down looking to take the lead.
Yeah, check that. I think that was number 6, Youngbluth.
Excuse me.
Carson. He just jumped a little early. Again, that's early nerves. You're not used to the tempo of the referees and the whistle calling off the face-off. And sometimes you get a little jump early because all that nerves, that pent-up energy.
It's interesting to note, Murph, in the series here, the last 2 games, it's not like it's been fairly close. The first in 2019, Iona Prep beat St. Joe's 11-8, and last year it was 13-7. The score in favor of Iona Prep. So these 2 teams know each other from a standpoint of playing each year. Iona Prep has been just a stalwart in this league. They've won 5 Class AA championships, state championships, and St. Joe's looking for their first now. We'll look to see if today if they could handle the pressure and see if they come out on top on their home field.
Yeah, this is going to come down to, again, a long book here to kind of work through. And who takes a punch and gets up from it. That's what it's going to be today, because this is going to be a slugfest all the way through. You got too many athletes out here that want to put one in the back of the net, too many athletes that want to strip someone. Big plays off the face-off. These guys are really good. I mean, looking at the footwork right here.
Yeah. This is Tim Plunkett, the freshman, one of the star freshmen. He pushes it inside for a beautiful pass and a shot by Blaze New, but stopped point blank by Evan Gallo from St. Joe's.
Nice save right there by Gallo. I do believe he's headed to St. Bonaventure next year.
Correct.
And, boy, that was a beautiful save right on the doorstep. Nice defense right there. Very good defense. That was impressive.
St. Joe's playing it right up. That's Luke Francesca, a junior midfielder for St. Joe's. Iona Prep moving around on the outside. Bringing it down inside. This is Crew Davis. Puts it back to X. Coming up on the inside, looking inside. Another one.
Nice look over the top there. That backside slip. They're slipping right off the crease in that backside. That's where your goalie really struggles to make those types of saves because they're right on the doorstep. And you either react a split second or you don't.
Davis with the drive and a beautiful save by Gallo.
That was a really nice one-on-one take. And just a bull dodge, knocked his defender right through. And the point-blank shot from right there, beautiful save. That's a high percentage save.
Coming right down the field.
No back. Oop, they got it. Joe's got that back up.
That was Luke Ventresca, I believe. He was coming down. He took the body, put it up, but there was backup. So St. Joe's will get the possession as the score is tied 1-1 with 7:34 to go.
How about this tempo?
It's fantastic, right? For a Saturday morning, are we awake now?
Well, Memorial Day weekend is the crown of all lacrosse because that's when they have Division I, II, III, men's and women's finals, and it's just a great time of year. And the games this year in Philadelphia and this one right here in Western New York is quite warm. This is intense. You can feel the intensity.
St. Joe's coming up. They're working the defense now. This is Wells. He's looking up. Nothing there. There's a shot right off the bat by Wiley Pottle. Seen all the way by Portante, and Iona comes right back down.
If you're going to take a shot from that point right there, just like that, you want to make sure you're going for the pipes, not the middle of the cage. He buried that one at the backside there.
That goal coming right back down to Iona coming down, and that's junior midfielder Jack Kidder with his first goal of the day.
Yeah, that was pretty. He just, once you commit to that move, you see if that defenseman stays on your hip, stays on your side. If not, you keep driving through, accelerated, buried.
Murphy, we just mentioned the pace of this game, and obviously nerves are up, and there'll be adrenaline. You're looking to see if it will settle down somewhat at this. And right now, there's 6:53 left in the first, and both teams have just been going full throttle.
Youngbluth, another opportunity on that ground ball. Push from behind. That's going to be Iona ball.
Iona wins their third face-off of the day. They trade 3-1 in the first here. They lead 3-1 in the face-off battle.
I would think that would be kind of even by the end of this game with the way that both face-off guys have been playing. We'll see. Right now, that's starting to tip a little bit. A little early for that call, but 3-1, that makes a difference. It's 2-1 the score with a possession here.
Youngbluth for St. Joe's is 62%, and Iona has Tapia going at 63%, so they are fairly even in the percentage standpoint. Iona going to taking their time now, setting it up.
A nice wide open set. They're going to, try and find their mismatch. Probably come back at number 7 right here. 17's got the mismatch.
Here comes Dylan Reese, the other star freshman.
The footwork of these attackmen is very good.
Yeah,
nice to watch.
He's got 41 goals and 15 assists on the season for a freshman. Coming in, puts it up top now.
Here's the mismatch. 17. Again, what they're trying to do offensively is get someone to bite, so they get someone to slide, so they get that through look. And if that second, third slide doesn't happen, someone's wide open on that backside, which Iona has shown already. They've had 2 nice backside looks. And, Joe's is going to have to make sure that second and third slide is doing what it's supposed to do, or they're going to get sniped.
Iona moving and playing inside, coming in inside move. Ball comes right back out.
Here's a mismatch.
That was O'Boyle for Iona probing. Nothing there. They're going to pull it in the back now.
Good defense. I mean, Joe's standing up on their feet and turning them back. They're not letting them get clean looks at this cage.
This is freshman Tim Plunkett, who scored the game-winning goal in their semifinal game against Stepniak the other day.
Clark with good footwork there on defense. Father, a proud referee at NFLOA.org if you're interested in reffing. But Chris Clark played at Syracuse and was at Michigan. And, when that program shut down, he went off to Syracuse. And Dad has been a really solid referee here for Western New York for many years and doing things across the country and internationally.
Iona Prep now probing once again. Boom, and there's the snipe from the left-hand side by number 22, Dylan Reese, one of the star freshmen we talked about there. And just like that, Iona Prep gets out to a 3-1 lead with 4:48 to go in the first.
And now we're heading back to that face-off. Can we get possession here? Possession, we get the ball in St. Joe's hand. Let's tire out their defense for a little bit. But right there, what you saw was just a good individual move, kind of bit, and that was a sniper. We were right on that angle. We saw that hit that top corner. That was a pretty shot.
So looking at the score, it is Iona Prep 3, St. Joe's 1, and it's been a battle at the mid-stripe, and you're going to get St. Joe's once again on the foul on the hold on the face-off, and they will lose that one. So Iona gets their 4th face-off win of the day, and the score is kind of reflecting that, isn't it, Murph?
It is. I mean, when you do 3-1 and you're 4-1 face-offs, you said. Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, that kind of sometimes is indicative. A lot of times, if that face-off win, because it comes down to possession. It tells you who's got possession, and possession time right now has definitely been in the favor of Iona.
Iona now trying to take it up. This is Plunkett behind the cage.
We're already at 4 minutes in the first.
He puts it up to Blank. This is O'Boyle probing down the left side. Nothing there. He gets double team. Ball gets knocked away.
That was a good double team right there. I think that was Clark, 44, or the young man who has the ball right there. I'm not sure which long pole it was, but that was a really nice double team.
St. Joe's coming down the field right now.
Oh, boy.
Ball gets thrown away, and that's the first turnover of the day we'll have. And Murph, as you look at this, everyone, it seems like they're trying to go too fast.
Well, I think there's 2 things. Yes, definitely pushing too fast. They're doing what they have to do, but your attack is a part of the clear. And we saw this last night, the game we were covering last night. The attack has got to bust free, V-cut, get open. If not, clear through, and so the next guy can fill that lane. Right now, there's no one with free hands for anyone to pass to, and Iona's doing a really good job of shutting them down, and so they don't have free hands.
That was Will Scala, the senior defenseman, coming right through the C's parted, and Gallo was right there to pick up his 4th save of the afternoon.
Oh, boy.
Ball dropped up. This is Wiley Pottle now, sophomore midfielder for St. Joe's. He's going to pull it back out, allow St. Joe's to set up on the offense.
And if you see, they're extending out. No one is getting the ball easy here. There's nothing coming easy. When they're passing that ball down around the crease area, there is pressure on their hands. So they're really going to have, the attack's going to have to work extremely hard to get free so that they can do what they have to do to bust. Again, you got to have an initiator, beat someone, draw some slides. They've got to try to find the mismatch or the, that they like, that they think they can take. For example, right here, does he draw a side? Does he beat his man?
That's
nice
Evan Lasky,
play.
senior tackman, goes inside, and he pops it over to number 12, senior Levi Rose, and then just like that, St. Joe's has an answer, and they cut the lead to 1-3-2 with Iona Prep.
Yeah,
with
Rose comes in
to go.
with 28 goals, 28 assists, and just added to that total. What a beautiful play there. Rolling off of there. He lost his defenseman. His defenseman turned his head, lost him, and he read it, and that's what you teach your attackmen to. Back in the day when we had laces in the old days, like me, the old guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
We would say the rule was when you see the laces, you backdoor cut. He turned his head, and he saw the back of his head and rolled. That was pretty. Very well done.
So St. Joe's cuts the lead to 1 for Iona Prep by 3-2 with 2:33 to go, and St. Iona Prep wins their 5th face-off of the quarter. And
the
they're going to take it up.
athleticism out here is just impressive. It's really athletic. Guys really hammering these guys, and they're able to maintain possession and get through those checks.
Both teams, as we were mentioning, coming off some poignant wins. St. Joe's was able to handle their competition, I believe, 16-1 in the semifinals, where Iona Prep had to pull away with a last-second game-winning goal, as we mentioned, by number 20, the freshman Tim Plunkett, to pull away from Archbishop Stepniak in the semis. So
you grew. I mean, you're a Long Island native, and down in that region. So that league, what is that like? That Catholic league down there, because it is pretty intense.
It is excellent lacrosse with the Chaminades and the St. Mary's. You have a whole bunch of them down, Kellenbergs, and you see that reflective in the state tournament.
Anthony's in that St. Anthony's?
They're in the higher level.
Higher
level,
yeah,
yes.
but the athleticism is
correct.
Pretty intense to watch. Fun to watch. For the first quarter, I mean, this thing is already down to 1:30, and it feels like it just started 5 minutes ago.
Did you catch your breath, Murph?
Not yet. You were the one running in here too.
Iona Prep taking the ball on the outside. This is Haggerty, the other freshman phenom. He's got 43 goals and 9 assists. He passes it over to New, and New shoots that wide, backed up by Iona Prep with 1:14 to go. They'll have another chance.
Well, I'll tell you, Gallo is really active in there. He was all over that red. He's got very quick wrist and hands as a goalie. He was reading that very well. So these goals that have gone by him really are not his fault. You want to make a couple of the saves out there, but he needs some pressure right here, for example.
Dipping on the inside.
Look at that save. Beautiful save.
That was Brandon Blank coming right through the C's pardon, and Gallo saw it right there to pick up his 5th save of the quarter.
Now, if I'm Joe's, I get a successful clear here, try and get a last-second shot, but again, there's just nothing easy coming for these feeds because Iona's doing a great job of pressure.
But St. Joe's will be able to beneficiary of that ball going down. It's picked up. This is Blake Gallo. He's got 29 goals and 24 assists on the season for St. Joe's.
And here's your senior leader kind of slowing him down. This is what you want. You need that leadership out here. You have to stay consistent, chip away 1 goal at a time. Don't give him an opportunity to go down and get a shot. Get a quality shot with the last 10 seconds here so nothing happens at the other end.
Here's Quesada working on the outside. It's down.
Nice look.
Kicked up over to Joaquin Gatt, who makes a nice shot, but saved once again by Rocco Portante. And coming down the field with 3 seconds left, Iona will have the ball. They'll just launch it down. And just like that, we're at the end of the first, Murph, and it seems like we'd even take a breath with the score. Iona Prep 3, St. Joe's 2. You're watching Catholic High School lacrosse right here on the Western New York Athletics Sports Network.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
And welcome back on this beautiful Saturday morning here in Western New York. Not a cloud in the sky. It's a beautiful day for lacrosse, Murph. And I tell you what, we've got a good one here today. After one period, Iona Prep leads 3-2 over St. Joe's in this New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Class AA State Final. And Murph, we couldn't catch our breath. I think we just had a little chance to. What do you think? What did you see coming out of this in the first quarter?
Well, obviously high tempo, high energy, and that's going to come in a game like this. You have good athletes on the field. That's why they're at this stage at this time of year. But the thing that is very interesting that's going to have to be negated is the pressure. Can they handle the pressure offensively? Getting shut off. what they're doing is making sure Smart, for example, I'm watching his man really ride out hard on him. You know, what can he get any quick release to those guys? They're going to have to get that ball around to that X in the clear. The clears have been challenging for St. Joe's. They're going to have to clean that up. And the face-offs. Right now we got one right here. This is something Joe's needs right now. There's nothing run away. It's only 3-2 in this game. Like always say, in every quarter seems to be a new chapter of the book, and you never know what's going to happen. But this is a game of runs, and if someone can get a run here, it could be interesting.
Well, first thing that St. Joe's needed to have happen was just like that. It was getting Carson Youngblood off the snide here and getting a face-off win.
A little push.
And they will get that face-off win.
They just got to clean it up.
Yep.
The nerves are kind of getting to them still a little bit. And like that's just kind of a nerve pass right there. You get a little anxious and ball's not settled in the back of your stick just right, and you push it and it just goes awkward. But then it can cause a turnover. So they've really got to possess the ball, cherish the ball for the rest of the game. But let's see what they do this quarter.
Wiley Pottle comes on, gets the ball. St. Joe's looking to set it up now. You got Quesada up top at the point. He's going to look to dodge. He goes down the left-hand side. Nothing there. Gets cut off. He's going to pull it back out.
Their second slide is right there. I mean, all over it.
Here comes Pottle coming down the right-hand side now. He once again getting the slide is right on him. He gets the ball knocked away. Here comes Tyler Smart coming up from X. He picks it up, and he's going to dash towards the middle now. Defense slides on him, so he smartly pulls it out. No pun intended. And he's able to come down the left-hand side now. Dodging, spins on the inside. There's nothing there. He pulls it back out. See that ball control, Murph. He was able to get through all that traffic, maintain possession without making a mistake and turning it over.
Yep. He's tired, so he's got to get it off here. You know, there's, again, 6 guys out there, so the other guys have really got to be moving off ball so that he has an outlet when he's trying to get, busting free. And then you get the pass, and you go from that backside. They've got to just kind of feel out who is it that they can take here. And Joe's has not really had a ton of possession time compared to Iona, so they're going to try and feel this out. Nice shot.
Quesada dodging down the left wing and is seen all the way by Portante, and he picks up his third save of the day.
You're going away, you want that shot back. Sometimes as a coach, you're going away from pressure. You're going away from the goal. You're going down the sideline.
Beautiful back check right there.
Good hustle by
St.
Joe's. This is another possession. See if
they're going to pull it out. The ride right now for Iona has been tremendous, and just like that, Pete Hideki, head coach of St. Joe's, sees the trouble, calls a timeout so he can maintain possession because he sees this is it's a close game. You can't lose that.
Yeah, he's talking to his, who took the shot there, Quesada. He was going down that side. It's probably not a high-quality shot going away from the cage. Take a better shot. Just push it off. Get to the next guy. You want a high-quality shot in these types of games. When you analyze them and reflect, which I've had to do many times as a coach, if you've lost by a few goals or so, it's those few possessions where you could have possessed it, made that one extra pass that could have made that difference. So you really, possession is key, so you get that quality shot and high percentage shot. And I think that's what Coach Hudeki's probably saying to them right now as a group, especially the offensive coach. Let's find the offensive shot. But right now the situation is the ball is down on the defensive end of St. Joe's. They've got to clear it. I think you're going to see a very aggressive ride coming off of Iona. If I'm the coach, I want everyone shut off all up and down the field so no one is comfortable. So typically what you can do, but Gallo's pretty athletic, is throw it to that goalie, shut everyone else off, and let the goalie try to bring it up the field. But you got a good athlete in Gallo who can clear. He's got good stick skills, so that's probably not in that, I would not use that against them just yet. But you'll see pressure here for sure.
Well, both goalies coming in saving about same percentage as well. It's just like the face-offs. Gallo's coming in at 58%, Portante's at 57%.
Yeah, pretty
so
even.
This is pretty even when you look at the specialty positions coming into this game, and it's playing out on the field.
Yes.
St. Joe's coming down the field now.
You give it to one of your better.
This is Isaac Stewart, sophomore defender. He loses the ball. The ball gets knocked back down. Latour was there, and Iona Prep gets the timeout too. So we got 2 consecutive timeouts here at Murph, and both coaches using them judiciously in this close game. So I look at it for the audience who doesn't know, how many timeouts do they get to use?
You
coaches?
get 2.5. You get 2.5, so you can use 2.5. They got another one. Both coaches still have one. You got 9:43 left in this second quarter. So again, what she's trying to do is just trying to get flow for your team. So you want to maintain possession. You usually don't burn a timeout in the first quarter ever as a coach, just simply because you want to maintain those timeouts for the second quarter if you can going into the half for situations where if I'm losing it or I got last second possession. So that's why they called it. You see the officials running over here, but I will give these guys a plug for sure. The NFLOA.org, if you're interested at all in becoming an official or referee, we need you. Without the officials, we don't have the game that we have. So NFLOA.org. The head referee is Rob Gross. The umpire, Nick Schmidt. Our field judge, John Markinson. And you got our CBO, the bench official, Steve Maziark. So these guys got 4 guys out here for this one. And, these guys have been doing a great job, and we appreciate what they can do. So if you'd like to be a referee, go check it out at NFLOA.org.
Always, and they're always looking for help, that's for sure. Iona Prep comes
Good
out
way
of the
to make a buck.
Iona Prep comes out of the timeout, looking to extend their lead by 1. Haggerty puts it up top to Davis. Davis kicks it wide. Iona looking to probe. They like to come from the outside. There's a big sweeping shot right there by number 20, Tim Plunkett, the freshman, their leading scorer. And St. Joe's now falls behind 4-2 to Iona Prep with that play coming out. And Murphy, it looked like it was a play set up for Plunkett to come sweep around that side because they saw something and able to get that shot off on the run.
Yeah, especially with an athlete like that. You can tell Plunkett's got good athleticism. He gets that downward dodge, makes that move. He gets moving. If he feels that he's in front of that hip line of that player, he starts curling to those pipes to the cage, which he did, and fire a shot to the backside. That was a textbook shot. Gallo really he just had a little area open on that side, and he found it.
So Iona Prep's leading scorer, Tim Plunkett, the freshman, gets first on the board for today, and Iona leads now 4-2 with 8:55 to go, and they come out winning the faceoff after that goal, and will maintain possession, try and extend their lead. Iona Prep being very methodical, but yet quick. Murph, they strike quickly, and you could see why their trio of freshmen who are there are very, very skilled and fast and not afraid to make a move.
Yeah, bigger, stronger, faster. Being an athletic director at UMass and all the places you've been, Bonnie's, there's no question you have to, you get it. Bigger, stronger, faster, whatever they can bring to the table with their athleticism. Some are more agile. Quick look at that look inside.
Nice look inside.
Gallo all over it.
Pass was to Haggerty.
To
Haggerty, and he misses it. You've seen them try that a few times right now. Gallo, with the heads-up play, uses athleticism, and St. Joe's gets it back and looking to cut the lead now.
Yep, so the first one closest to the ball, it gets that possession. Gallo read it, sprinted right to that end line. But this has been the nemesis of this so far in this first half is the clears. Like I said, you can see it looks like a bunch of Hornets, and offsides.
Offsides. Things got a little confusing as people were going back and forth.
Yep.
And Coach Pete Hodecki's looking for an explanation. We couldn't see it, but there's a turnover right there for St. Joe's. They're second on the day.
Steve Maziark, the CBO, that fourth judge in there. They got a fourth guy right in there on those lines. So there's no little, sometimes guys can slip away and get away with a couple of things. But with the fourth judge standing right there in the box, that's what they do in college. You're not going to get away with it.
So Iona Prep gets possession, looking to extend their lead. They lead 4-2 with 7:30 to go in the second here in the New York State Catholic High School Athletics Association Class AA State Finals being held for the first time in Western New York at St. Joe's.
It's wonderful. I was so excited to hear when they were having it here, the first time. That's just a good step in the right direction for Western New York in general. And that's what we want to see. Get a great caliber team like we have here coming in here. It just helps the game expand and grow, and it's such a great game. And get your sons and daughters involved in it because lacrosse is just a wonderful sport. Great fraternity and sorority.
Here comes Bank. Here comes Bank coming across the middle. He goes for a shot. The ball goes wide, but backed up by Iona Prep.
Iona's just kind of taking their time here. The really key here is no goal. They need to stop, and Joe's needs to be able to get that ball in their end and stick one.
Iona Prep now looking. 6:45 left on the clock in the second. This is Davis. Looking to cut side. Nothing there. Got cut off. Turns it back around. Reverses it over to Blank.
Good D there by Latore.
Here comes Plunkett, comes around the outside. Excuse me, that wasn't Plunkett, that was Haggerty. The other freshman, Billy Haggerty, with a quick little step move down low, cuts across and whips it right by. And Gallo, I don't even think saw that one. And now with 6:28 to go, Iona Prep leads 5-2 in the second quarter.
Yeah, as a good shooter, I've always had the greater coaches that I've ever had were always like, hide your stick so you can't see it, and then make sure you shoot off the hip of the defender. So when it's releasing, usually it releases back where the goal they can see it, but when you release it off that defender's hip, you can't react as a goalie. You're kind of stuck and stung, and in that situation right there, Gallo couldn't react to it. Came right off that defender's hip.
Face-off comes. We got a scrum in the middle. Both teams fighting for it. Who's going to come away with it? And it looks like
Iona.
Tapia picks it up for Iona, and he's going to go down. He's going to get taken down. And that's by Sebastian Latour, the junior long stick midfielder, so there'll be a penalty coming up. But down, Iona Prep trying to throw it into the middle. Nothing there. Ball gets saved.
Nice save.
But kicked out of bounds, and we're going to have the first penalty of the day. The power plays, it looks like Latour is going to go off for hooking or tripping.
Yep. Yeah, he went over the head. He might have grazed the head. He may have gotten the head. Obviously, he was upset about that call. He felt like he got him clean. And it kind of looked clean from here, to be honest, but that referee was right there on top of it. So he's going to make that call if it touched any part of his head. We were talking last night about the safety and how the referees are, their job is to make sure that the safety on the field is at the utmost and upheld. So anything around the head, they tend to pull the trigger on.
So Iona Prep gets our first man up of the day as they lead 5-2 with 5:49 to go in the second.
Looks like they got a 3-2-1.
You have to assume, Murph, they're going to look inside again or get one of those short wing shots because that's what they've had success in the full 6v6 on it. And there's the shot coming right down the middle.
Yeah, they bit up high. They got the movement crisscross. It's very typical. Crisscross, if you got it, don't honor the crisscross, someone's going to be wide open. And guess who snuck in? From the X-Man just stepped around, was wide open.
And that's Tim Plunkett, the freshman, their leading scorer. He comes away with his second goal of the game. Iona Prep capitalizes on the man-up opportunity, and they now lead 6-2 with 5:32 to go in the second.
Yeah, we've had a very quiet St. Joe's offensive quarter here so far, and it's been all Iona. So what they need to do, again, is win this face-off, get everyone a good touch, get some fluent movement to the cage. They can do this. They have the athletes on the field, and Coach Hudecki wants to let them know that.
So we got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a break. With your score, Iona Prep 6, St. Joe's 2. You're watching the New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Lacrosse Finals on Western New York Athletics.
I love being home.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
And we welcome you back to St. Joe's Collegiate Institute campus here in North Buffalo as we have the beautiful day Murph set up for us. Iona Prep trying to get their third straight state championship. St. Joe's trying to get off the schneid and get their first. This is a rematch of the last two. And what do you see so far now, Murph? You could see how there's some things that are starting to stand out in the stats.
Yeah, in the first half here, and again, like we said, the second half could be a different tale, but in the first half, it's turnovers off the clears specifically, and the pressure that Iona's putting on, and then that right there, the face-off. And Iona's coming down, and they're winning that possession. So the possession time has clearly gotten quite lopsided at this stage of the game. If you look at it, they've had possession of the ball. If you have possession, you haven't got an opportunity to score. Your team doesn't have an opportunity to score if they have it.
To your point, Murph, face-offs are 8-2 in favor of Iona Prep, and each one of those is a possession and a chance to score. dashing onto the field right now. That's Pescateri. He gets knocked down. The ball gets lost. Picked right back up. There's Plunkett. He pushes over to the left-hand side. And there's another goal. Quick goal right there by the other freshman sensation, Dylan Reese. And that went from freshman to freshman. And coming out of the timeout, Iona Prep now extends their lead 7-2 with 4:56 to go in the second.
Yeah, I mean, whatever coach is, if you're a coach, Coach Hideki calls the timeout, tries to get that play. You can't execute anything if you're not winning that faceoff. And it's a lot of pressure on the faceoff guys for sure, but the wing guys have got to get out there as well. They've definitely got to get there. Young Bluth's doing his best that he can right now, but this kid, their faceoff guys have been solid, and it's possession time right now is key.
So Dylan Reese gets his second on the board to give the 7-2 lead right now. This face-off won once again by Tapia. He comes right down. Ball comes off the post, rings off the post. This comes out to the outside.
All right, the ground ball is
picked up by St. Joe's, and here they come
one.
down the field right now. Looking in transition. Iona Prep's back very quickly, so that's Ventresca doing the smart thing and pulling it out. He gives it up to Roast, who'll settle it down and put it up top to Casada.
All right, now this is where coaches, he probably called something. They're going to run whatever they called in that timeout, get it a touch. You're going to have to rely on your more experienced guys here. What are they going to pull? But you got to have someone that hasn't typically been doing something in a game like this rise to the top, because that's really going to be critical, because a lot of extra pressures on those other guys. Your experienced players are taking a lot of heat right now. They got to be able to take some off them. The other thing I'm noticing, that off-ball movement.
Beautiful check right there by Jack Kidder, the junior midfielder for Iona Prep. And Murph, there's one thing we haven't really said yet. It was how good Iona Prep's defense has been when they are been asked to step up in the half field.
Well, half the game is making sure you don't let them have possession and you make them fight to get everything they have to do, and that's exactly what you're doing in a state title game here. That obviously they're going to make them earn every feed. And look at that back. Oop.
You got a crease violation. Crease violation coming through, but that was another nice move right there. And I tell you what, Billy Haggerty was lining up to take that shot, and he realized he couldn't do it because the pass came from inside the crease.
That backside look, they've hit that all day because they're biting on that. They're sliding and pushing, and that guy's stepping up on that backside. There's been someone open on that side, then on the doorstep, which is almost impossible for a goalie to save. It's right on the doorstep.
St. Joe's now trying to get an answer. This is Cusack. He's looking around. Nothing there. He's guarded closely by Scala. Scala staying on him. Coming down on the inside now. This is Cusack. Cusack's going to draw a penalty. The ball's going to come up. Picked up by Gallo. Gallo's going to come across the middle. Whip the shot, and he gets the goal.
Nice goal. Nice.
Blake Gallo coming across, picking up the ground ball and getting exactly what St. Joe's needed. A badly needed goal. And so with that, with 2:47 to go, Blake Gallo gets on the board and cuts Iona Prep's lead to 4 as St. Joe's trails 7-3 with 2:47 to go.
That right there might be the little bit of wind in the sails they need to get themselves moving. So bottom line is, that's what they need right now. Plus, was no penalty on that, correct?
There was a penalty call, but I think they're going to waive it off because it was a hold. It was a minor. It was. So Blake Gallo, coming into the season, is the second leading scorer for St. Joe's with 29 goals and 24 assists. He banks his 30th goal of the season and cuts the lead once again. They're going to go.
Yep, got him.
So we are going to have a cross-checking penalty that has been called. It was called. So St. Joe's.
So someone called a timeout here. Just not sure who.
Yep.
Oh, something went unsportsmanlike on someone.
You're going to get another unsportsmanlike conduct.
Is that? It looks like it's on St. Joe's. Non-releasable.
Yep. It's going to go 1 minute.
Yeah, Kidder. Oh, no, not Kidder. Sorry, check that. That's
Carson Youngbluth is going to get it. Yeah, we were just waiting for the announcement, folks. Bear with us here. So an unfortunate event right there as St. Joe's was able to finally get back on the scoreboard. Now they're going to have to play. Both teams will be down one. It's going to be even strength, I believe, 5-5. But, Murph, when you look at this now, and then you mentioned that getting the wind in the sails, and then something like this happens. it kind of takes the wind out, doesn't it?
It does, and as a coach, it drives you absolutely insane. You try to talk about poise, you talk about being handle it. What we do as coaches, and parents misread this all the time with coaches, you got to put kids under pressure, because in moments like this, and when you get to that final game, you've got to be able to handle and maintain poise, so that you're not in a situation like that. And it's not singling anyone out, but you kind of single yourself out when you do it. And it's just the way it is. So the pressure that your coaches put on your kids, let them do it. They're trying to make them better and handle that, and it translates into the work environment later in their life and those life experiences beyond the school.
So both teams are going to come out, and it's with a man down, so it's going to be 5-5. However, it's to note that it looked in, it's because it's unsportsmanlike conduct.
They could score three and they won't release.
Young Blues penalty will maintain locked in even if Iona Prep scores. So that's a big difference in the two penalties that have been called.
And no face-off. They start right with the ball, so they get possession right away.
Here comes Davis for Iona Prep. He's going to bring it down the right-hand side, get a touch in the box, pull it back out, and set up the offense. Davis going to bring it back up top now. Looking at Blaze New, who's cutting in and out trying to get that ball. He wants to be the initiator.
And they're just going to bleed the clock, because the time that clock turns into your third opponent slowly when you're down. And, they're just going to kind of take as much time as they
Kicked it on the inside. A beautiful save
Nice
by
save.
Gallo right there.
He was all over that.
Quick move by Plunkett. Gallo was all over that. And here comes St. Joe's on the offensive end.
Here we go. He's got a man wide open. Oh, lost him. That's smart. There
Nice
it
little
is.
fake. He kicks inside. Smart launches it wide. And there is a
Iona.
backup by Iona Prep. That's a backbreaker right there if you're St. Joe's, because you had the momentum. And Smart just launched that a little bit high. And Iona Prep gets the
Beautiful
possession.
fake to draw his defender. But that beautiful fake, actually, that Iona defenseman on the far side read it as a shot, took right off, and got a head start on that backup.
Here comes Iona Prep coming down the field.
Very hopeful. that
This
his
is
team-
Panzarella, the senior defenseman. He kicks it off to Blank. 1:36 left in this second. Iona Prep leads 7-3. Here comes Blank coming around the outside, kicks it up top to Davis. David passes it down to Reese, who's got 2 goals on the day.
And when you're up like this, you can control that tempo.
Yep.
So now it's just taking your time, bleed the clock, and that's what they're going to do. And they're going to force St. Joe's to stretch out, make errors, and then they got that little backside layup because they're going to force a long slide. So they're just going to kind of take the tempo into their hands here and be very patient and work some clock management.
1 minute left in the quarter. Blaze New passes right back up to Blank, doing exactly what you said, Murph. They're going to milk the clock down, try and get a good last shot, scoring opportunity. In case it doesn't work, they don't want to give St. Joe's any time to get down the field. Here comes New. He kicks it down. Looking on the inside, that was
In the crease.
Yeah, I
doubt.
believe that was Plunkett. He was trying to hit it off the back of Gallo, the goalie's head, because he wasn't looking, went into the back of the net and tried to get it out, and that was a crease violation. 32 seconds left for St. Joe's. As they could get a clear up, they'll have an opportunity to get a goal and cut the lead to 7-4.
See how hard they have to work to get that ball? That's a push in the back there.
Here comes Roast.
A nice goal would be really nice.
Roast
here.
gives it up to Gallo. Gallo with a swift move inside. He's looking. He's getting double teamed. He gets triple teamed. Nothing there. He was looking to unload it to Smart. He couldn't get it off. Iona Prep's going to swarm it. They're going to pick up with the ball. This is Panzarella. He's going to launch it down the field. Ball goes high. That will be counting as a save, I believe, for Gallo. We'll give him that one. And at the end of the first half, here in beautiful weather, Murph, you got Iona Prep leading 7-3 over St. Joe's, and we kind of have talked about this. Teams are even in some of these skill positions, but as we come back, when we come back to read some of the halftime stats, we'll see maybe that's not playing out the way it was on paper before the game.
Correct. Yep.
So with that, we're going to take a break. With your score, Iona Prep 7, St. Joe's 3. You're watching the New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Lacrosse Championship on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses, and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
Being home.
Life can be full of surprises, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care, and we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today. Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
And we welcome you back to beautiful, sunny Western New York for this great day for lacrosse and the Catholic High School Athletic Association of New York Class AA state finals between Iona Prep and St. Joe's, where Iona Prep leads 7-3. And let's take a quick look through the stats. Scoring for Iona, starting off for Iona was Christian Tapie, coming right off of the faceoff. He got one. And then you have Jack Kidder put one in. Dylan Reese had 2, Tim Plunkett had 2, and Billy Haggerty had 1. So out of the 7 goals, 5 of them were scored by that freshman trio. For St. Joe's, let's see, Smarts got 1, Roast has 1, and Blake Gallo has 1. So that's for the scoring. As for face-offs, it goes 10-2 in favor of Iona, saves 6-3 in favor of St. Joe's, and turnovers 3-1. Unfortunately, in favor of St. Joe's. You don't ever say it's in favor of them. So, Murph, looking at those numbers and looking at the game we saw, we mentioned going out of break, kind of a little bit different than what we thought would come in at some of these positions.
Yeah, and what it really comes down to me, is pressure. Again, how do you handle the pressure? They're extending out. The Iona defense is basically saying to St. Joe's, you're not going to get anything easy. You have to work to get your hands free to receive a pass, and they've really done a good job of Smarts had to really work to get open, and nothing is coming easy and this defense is extending out up and down the field. The clears have also been very challenging for St. Joe's. They have to shift that. And the one stat you said, I believe 8-2 on faceoffs. That's pretty self-explanatory. The data there is pretty clear. So they've got to win faceoffs, maintain possession, and they've got to clean up those clears, or they're going to find the possession time will decrease for St. Joe's. So if they get those things figured out, they have enough athletes to do the job. but they have got to maintain possession and minimize turnovers.
And for Iona Prep, while the scoring is out there, to me what's looked very impressive has been their defense. When they do get the set up, they are really smothering St. Joe's and pushing them out and making it uncomfortable, much like you were talking about with the clears. So the speed and athleticism is disrupting St. Joe's, but the Iona Prep defense has done a fantastic job taking St. Joe's out of their rhythm.
Agreed, and on top of that, both goalies. How about both goalies?
Yes.
Gallo, despite the score, Gallo has had brilliant saves. He's been very quick, and I would say if you look at a bunch of those goals, maybe one of them he could have possibly made that shot we saw from this angle that snipered that top corner, but he was in position. He was there. Just a beautiful shot. And the goals on the doorstep and the shots right off the hip, they're very challenging to read and see as a goalie. He's in position there, and he has made some beautiful backups. He had that one where they got the possession back, doing everything he can. So tip of the hat to Gallo, even though the score may not show it, but those guys carry that score on them because they're the last line of defense.
Both teams getting ready to come out to start the second half. And it looks like Tapia for Iona Prep is going to stay in there. Why not? Why change a thing? He's winning 10-2, the face-off battle. He'll be going after now. We've got a change in face-off strategy. Pete Hudecki going with a long pole. And that's TJ Palucci. Excuse me, short pole, but TJ Palucci coming in, and the little switch right there. He's able to get the technical violation, and St. Joe's starts off the half just like they want, getting possession.
They need a possession there, and that was almost a rough pass. And again, see the pressure. Two guys on him, rolling, able to handle it though.
Here comes Smart. He's trying to go through the inside. He's barreling through. You can see his strength and ball control. He's got triple teamed.
He needs
He's
help.
getting hammered. He's got nothing there. And they're going to call a timeout. Coach Pete Hudecki saw that Tyler Smart was getting pushed and triple team, nowhere to go. He understands the importance of every possession, calls the timeout, and now we're going to we'll keep it here, Murph, because right off the bat we were just talking about that pressure.
Yeah.
And it is hard, and considering that St. Joe's has a lot of seniors, it's still affecting them.
It's impressive how young some of these Iona players are too, but again, as I think good quality coaching, you're going to make them earn everything they get. So what you do is you put the pressure on the hands, you check hard, you let them know that you're there constantly, and you saw it right from the face-off. He tried to make the feed on the far side, and they used that second defender, the sideline, as pressure, and they just funnel him out, and Tyler had to go through three guys trying to find someone, and yet he had three guys on him, and they're still, where was the open jersey to feed to? So they've got to work off ball and get free hands for him.
So St. Joe's going to pick it up. This is Roast. He's guarded closely by Blaze New. Blaze pushing him on the outside. Blaze playing, he plays both ways. So he goes offense and defense, which is a little rarer these days in the game of lacrosse, isn't it?
Yeah, especially if the shot clock hits the high school level, that kind of disappears even more. But you see that at that top level, only a few players really go two directions in the game anymore, which is the shot clock driven.
Quesada looks inside, does a nice little dip move from the right-hand side, and gets St. Joe's on the scoreboard for the first goal of the second half. They now trail Iona Prep 7-4 with 11:09 to go.
Nice little individual move, face dodge, pulls it inside. Gets a step up front and sneaks it behind the goalie's head. That was a pretty goal. That's exactly what they needed to start the second half, and you hear me say it every game. First goal, third quarter makes a big difference for a team. If they can get a win on the face-off here and start a run, this is always a game of runs, and if Joe's can get one going here, that would be to their benefit.
So James Quesada gets on the board. He's coming into this game with 28 goals and 13 assists. St. Joe's going to win the face-off again on a technicality, so that's two right off the bat. You've got to like that. You wonder if there was some message sent to the refs that there was some stuff going on beforehand.
See the pressure. He has no one to feed to. They're shutting off everyone all over the field.
That's Scala.
And you got the face-off guy who is, probably not your most comfortable guy running with the ball out there because his job's to get on and get off. And their work. He's down. Here we go.
Tyler Smart comes from get the ball. Now he's going to move it around. Kick it down. St. Joe's is going to open up their offense. This is Pottle up top.
See if they stretch them a bit. Looks like they got a flat. They almost got like a 1-4, but two guys up top, and they're kind of playing. Let that guy dodge, see what happens, read off of it. Good defense. I mean, they're aggressive on defense. Again, they're not letting them get any extra step, any extra ground, and making them earn everything.
Ball goes down to Wells. Kicks it over to Gallo. Up to Wells again. Coming onto the field now is Joaquin Gatt, who's got 23 goals and 19 assists on the year. We haven't heard his name too much yet. Don't be surprised to see him.
Yeah, he'll emerge.
To show his head.
Yeah, he'll emerge. He's had a good season so far.
Jack Kidder playing tough defense once again on the outside, not letting any of the St. Joe's offensive players get inside where they want to go. Tyler Smart looking around. He curves inside, tucks inside, keeps it up high, takes a shot just about wide. That's backed up by St. Joe's. They'll maintain possession with 9:43 to go, trailing 7-4 to Iona Prep.
Yeah, Gat, you were talking about how before. I mean, he comes in with 23 goals, 19 assists. These are the guys that will get, all of a sudden sneak in and find them emerge. We need someone else to emerge from St. Joe's if they're going to pull this one out, which they have every potential to do.
Here's Kusek, guarded by Lundstedt. He kicks it on the inside, tried to hit Gallo. Nothing there. Gets picked right
Nice
back
shot.
up. And there's a pickup. And just as if we planned and say it, there is number 21, Joaquin Gatt. He gets himself on the scoreboard. And St. Joe's now has closed the gap to 2, trailing 7-5 with 9:20 to go in the second. And an excellent start for St. Joe's to the second half.
That's what they needed, and that's what you do. First goal, third quarter, and you just ride the sails. Now they're going to have to maintain that. Again, they've won 2 face-offs, and 2 goals have occurred. Let's see what happens here. Nice job. I'm psyched for you because we were talking about that at halftime. We haven't mentioned Gatt's name, and, you knew he was going to show himself eventually.
We sound like we were out.
We actually know what we're doing, maybe? I don't know.
Well, and here we go. Face-off comes. That's going to be picked up.
Got to get
and
that
once
ground
again,
ball.
that's picked up by Palucci. The ball dropped. It's still a scrum for it. Yeah, there you go. That's picked
Push.
up. They're going to call it
Going
push.
down.
And it's going to be St. Joe's ball, and they have won their third face-off of the
Nope, they changed it.
they
Mid-error
did?
by the referee. Simple mistake, pointed the wrong direction. They got to let these guys get down and off, though, because they definitely pulled their offensive unit off for Iona.
Ooh, so they're going to call that, and they're going to kick it over. So Iona Prep will
Got
get
to
the
let them
ball
get the right
instead.
personnel on here, though.
Yes. As you're looking at it right now, both teams are putting them out there, and it's good job by the referees once again. It was an errant call, wrong one way. The ref just put his hand up the wrong way, and that's fine. And they were able to maintain it. Both teams get the setup, no advantage taken, and we begin again. And this is where you've got Blaze New. We just talked about him, the two-way.
They need to make a stand here. The defense has got to be successful. Here comes Clark.
Plunkett now coming inside. The freshman cuts inside. He jumps. He saves, and a beautiful save right there by Gallo. Beautiful save, but that's picked right back up.
Haggerty.
The loose ball by Billy Haggerty, and he puts it by Gallo. He had no chance on that. And Iona responds in the second half, the beginning of the second half, with their 8th goal of the day. And they now lead 8-5 over St. Joe's.
The thing about Plunkett and Haggerty, number 10 and 20, they're definitely threats. You're seeing them. But the thing that is more amazing is they're both freshmen.
Yes.
And they both are seeing each other. They have a rapport. You can see they know each other's tendencies. And as soon as he shot that, you saw Haggerty have that back up. He stepped around and finished that off.
Here goes a face-off win once again by Tapia. He's going to bring it down. There's going to be a shot, a quick shot once again by Haggerty on the transition. That get one done get by Gallo. And those 2 goals that St. Joe's scored to start the second half have now been erased as Iona extends their lead 9-5 over St. Joe's with 8:30 to go.
Well, I would always tell my teams in games like this one, it's about how you obviously handle the pressure, but also how do you handle the punch in the mouth. Do you get up from that punch in the mouth? Those are 2, one right and left right there. Now, win a face-off, get possession. You got to stick one. In a state champion, in this level of a game, that's what has to happen here to turn this around.
St. Joe's trying another combination. You got Roast that time trying it. He does not win the face-off. Iona Prep maintains possession. We'll touch it in the box.
Latour, nice pressure here. Got
Pushing
good
it
stick checks. It's a long pole.
Here comes Plunkett now.
Like that great Brendan Murphy guy we know out there listening.
with that goal. That was his third of the day, Haggerty, the freshman. You mentioned that. Nice save once again by Gallo as he comes through. Plunkett tried to put one on him on the doorstep. And down comes St. Joe's, and he tried to pass it out. And there it is, Murph. You talked about the clear, the panic, and it gets thrown away, and there's a turnover.
Iona's going to start using that clock here a little bit. There's by no means in a game of lacrosse is a 9-5 a cushion and feel comfortable and sit on the clock. Absolutely not. Because you know that, as you've seen, these guys can rip and tear and get up and down the field. So it's just a matter of being smart with their possession time. You can see St. Joe's they're pushing out. They're trying to shut off on those Jenksons on that far side with a shorty.
There's Plunkett behind.
This attack, though, has been very impressive today. The Iona attack is definitely running the show, but what's more, again, impressive is how young this attack is.
Yes.
You got 4 years of these guys.
It's amazing. Here's Crew Davis, he's another freshman, number 14. So this is a very young team that's playing in a pressure situation and coming up so far, produced. Nice save right there by Gallo on Blaze New, and a beautiful look right there by Plunkett from behind. They got it inside. Gallo gets the save, and St. Joe's gets the out of bounds, so they will get possession, try and get back on the board.
Those backside looks that they've been seeing all game. They've been trying to force that ball to that backside, but here's the pressure yet again, running into a wall of Brown on that far side, and the turnover, and Iona gets the ball back yet again. This defense needs a break. I mean, that's where, as a coach, I'm concerned right now about my D legs, and they need a breather. They need a possession down here to give them a chance to kind of collect themselves and rethink a little bit, but right back to the cooker, right in the cooker again.
Both teams scoring 2 goals this half. St. Joe's with the first 2. Iona Prep answered with another 2, so score still is a 4-goal gap between Iona Prep and St. Joe's. Here comes Plunkett around the left side. See there, looks across, kicks it up top. Nothing there. They bring it around. There's a once again, and there he is.
3 in a row.
The man of the hour right now for Iona. He's got a hat trick in the third quarter, his 4th on the game. And that is Billy Haggerty, the freshman, and he puts Iona Prep up 10-5 now with 6 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, Coach Hudecki had to take that time out right away at the start of the third, and he's kind of, I'm sure he's hoping he wish he had a couple more in his pocket right now because he needs to get his guys collected here.
And it did produce a goal.
Yep.
They were able to come out and get a goal, so it was worth it. But, yes, you're right. And now from this side to stem the bleeding a little bit, you want to make sure you have that.
I believe they've won the last 3 faceoffs as well.
Yes, they have. They now have a 3-2 advantage.
Oh, boy. Full head of steam.
Comes inside right now. That's Blank. He's getting guarded, getting hounded, double-teamed on the outside. He's looking for somebody. Somebody's going to be open. No one's there. He's pushed out by Casada. Good job. And Latour. Now Iona Prep will set it up. Look on the inside. Look inside, and there's
nice save.
There was Plunkett on the doorstep, and once again Gallo gets the better of it. That's a second doorstep save he's made on Plunkett this quarter.
Yeah, he's an excitable goalie. He's fun to watch. He makes an explosive save, and that's a goal right there. That's almost a given goal, and you're not supposed to make that save, and to have the athletic ability to stuff a guy on the doorstep like that is a really nice thing for him to be able to watch later.
Evan Lasky gets the clear down for St. Joe's, and now they will set up their offense now, trailing 10-5 with 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. This is Casada up top. He's going to bring it around. It's guarded closely by Panzarella. St. Joe's brings the ball up top. This is Roast. Roast guarded by Kidder. Goes to the right side, not there. Shift comes on. He gives it up. Gets the ball right back. St. Joe's looking to move it. This is Casada. Coming down the left side. Has nothing there. Slide comes. Cuts him off. He tries to reverse it. Roast drops the ball, but Roast gets pushed in the back. And they're going to maintain possession.
Yep. Smart's been at the X there. And you see the pressure. Now his defenseman's coming right down and face guarding him. So he's got to work to get open, get that ball. But don't be surprised we see him emerge here. They're going to have to depend on him.
4:22 left in the second. They have control here, looking to get back on the board. They started the quarter with 2 goals, quick goals, and Iona Prep answered with 3. Right back, and they now trail 10-5.
There it is.
Up inside to look inside. Cusack couldn't grab it. He was swarmed, and it was picked up by Portante, and back down the field comes Iona. As a battle for the ball.
Oh, boy.
Loose ball. You got
They
2
got
on 1. You
numbers.
got numbers.
Gallo all over it.
Gallo with the save, where that was Haggerty looking for his 5th goal of the day.
Nice clear. There we go. But they don't have the matchup here.
There comes Smart. He looks. He takes a shot. It rings off the post.
They got back up for White.
And they got back up. Close though. Good job by the Iona Prep defender. He made that a lot more interesting. They're really pushing out. Number 44, Lundstedt for Iona Prep is doing it, and then ball gets snagged out of the air. It's a turnover, and back down the field comes Iona Prep.
Yeah,
Players down on the field for Iona Prep in the back end, and it's Panzarella.
He took a shot right on the kneecap.
He's limping.
Yeah.
And now a flag goes off.
And that'll be against Joe's because they're not stopping play.
And inside comes Plunkett. He gets the ball tight inside, and this time he was not to be denied after the last 2 point-blank shots. He gets that one by Gallo, and Plunkett picks up his hat trick, his 3rd of the game, and St. Joe's now trails Iona Prep 11-5 with 3:09 to go.
Yeah, not sure what that call was. Something in the box here. Something we'll let you know in just a second as Mr. Rob Gross comes over. So it was a cross-check. Yep.
But it gets wiped out.
So there's no man up.
Is there? Well, wait a second.
Is there a man up face-off? Yeah.
Oh, he's in the box. Yeah, they are going to give it to him in the box. So here it goes. They come right back down. They win the face-off. There's
Nice
a quick
save.
shot and a beautiful save right there. Ball comes back down on the doorstep, and getting his 5th of the day right there is number 10, Billy Haggerty for Iona Prep. And just like that, the ball comes right back down, and St. Joe's finding themselves now trailing 12-5.
Yeah, that kind of happened quick. The bleed has got to stop here. And Coach Hideki, again, he had to burn that timeout earlier, so he's got to get these guys to figure something out on offense here. He's going to take Smart, pull him up on the wing. He's going to have to stay on the offensive side on the 50-yard line, back on that offensive side, and going to try and get him to get possession to start right out with this face-off here. These guys in the face-off, though, they haven't really had to have the wing play because they're popping it to themselves and getting it, which has taken the wings right out of the calculation here. So as you see right here, just this face-off, it's all him. And the wings have had very little to do with it. But now you got Smart, who's typically an attackman, now playing midi. Don't be surprised if they take him right here.
Iona Prep wins the face-off. They're going to come in now and set the offense up, leading 12-5 with 2:40 to go. Here's Plunkett. He's got a hat trick on the day. Pushes it out top to Reese. Ball comes on over. Now this is Blaze New down to Haggerty.
You'll probably see the tempo drop right down now. And they'll just, again, use that opponent of the clock against St. Joe's.
They're bringing it up. This is Plunkett now, as you said. They're taking their time.
Coming up on 2 minutes in the third.
He's guarded by Clark on the outside, forcing him out wide. Up top to Pasacreta. Pasacreta going to look inside. He tries to nice little tip move right there by Isaac Stewart, and he kicks it out.
There
and
we
now,
go.
And
Got
here
numbers.
comes in. Smart gets the ball, and he's coming on down now. He's got numbers, looking at the break. He looks, he takes a shot.
No backup.
No backup whatsoever, and that's going to be Iona Prep's ball. He did have the numbers right there, and the defense kind of opened up on him. His shot just went a little bit wide. And Iona Prep's going to come right back down the field now.
He'll probably stay on that offensive side here and stay on attack and let that D go. Oh, boy.
Here comes Blank coming towards the middle. Looks at Plunkett. He's sitting on the doorstep, which he seems to be making a living of. Cuts inside, nothing there. On the bang, and he puts it right in. Nope.
Saying he was
They're
in the
going to say he
crease.
stepped in the crease first. He was a little bit too close there. Beautiful move. That goal doesn't count. Iona still leads 12-5 in St. Joe's ball with 1:23 to go.
It is impressive. I'm always impressed with good footwork. Plunkett has extremely good footwork. Him and number 20 there, Plunkett, and 10 Haggerty, the freshman. Watching their footwork, someone has definitely worked with them because they got their man set up and changed their footwork direction not something you typically watch, but it's the reason they're getting advantage on their defensemen.
Here comes Quesada being bodied out of the box, kept out of the box by Blaze New. He gets a touch. He pulls it in. St. Joe's going to pull it out now. This is Pottle up top. Quesada gets it down low, gets the ball knocked away. Once again, there's that name Blaze New we've been talking about. That's the second takeaway check he's had, to my mind, right off the bat, that his defense is fantastic, but yet he plays both ways.
Yep.
Iona Prep coming down the sideline now.
He's gonna, oh boy.
Kick it outside. Nice
Gallo.
save right there. Nice save right there. I tell you what, he was feeling it, Haggerty, trying to get a sixth goal. Gallo said, no.
Yeah, he has been very spectacular. He's made some really nice saves today, especially those doorstep. Here comes another one.
There he goes. He comes on the inside. He's guarded closely by Clark. He turns around and he whips a quick shot. Clark was playing him tough, lost his balance. He whips it around, and just like that, he gets his sixth goal of the game. Billy Haggerty, we'll call him the freshman sensations that Iona Prep has.
Yeah, they don't have an answer for him right now. He's definitely able. He's very good at rolling his man, getting his man moving, and the move he likes to do is get them running with him, and then he stops quickly and rolls back and fires, and that allows that defenseman to slide by him, so he has free hands to turn and pick a shot, take any quality shot he wants in that position, right on the side of the cage of the 45. Very tough to stop for any goalie.
And once again, it's coming back to the face-off X, Murph. Where St. Joe's won those first two and they got the goals. After that, it has been all Iona Prep, and the scoreboard is reflecting it. Time just ran out. We lost that one, and there's a little bit of bump in there after the play.
Second half intensity. That was a nice play by that long pole right there from Joe's. That was a nice play.
As they sort it on the field, we're going to take a break. At the end of 3, your score, Iona Prep 13. St. Joe's 5. You're watching the New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Lacrosse Championship on Western New York Athletics.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
And we welcome you back to beautiful Western New York on this great afternoon for Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Championship Class AA Championship between the third time in a row, Iona Prep and St. Joe's, where Iona Prep has jumped out to a 13-5 lead at the end of 3, and the face-off comes up. And Murph, we were just talking about this. The face-offs are a huge part here. St. Joe's, once they win the face-off, they get a chance. They put it in there, and that's Gabe Kashera, number 18 now with the long pole, doing a great job getting possession for St. Joe's.
Yeah, he had a nice little check in that last, right at the end of the half there. He stripped it, tried to take it down, and, Kashera definitely showing his poise there. That was nice. Got a possession out of it. And that wing play we were talking about earlier, they've taken them out of that play, and it's been essentially the Fogos, the face-off guys. But in that instance right there, he did his job as that wing play, and was a tough player to make sure he got in front of that ball, pick it up. Possession is now Joe's. Need an initiation here. Need someone to get something going.
Here's Casade, tries to pull it in. Nothing there. Pulls it out to Lasky. This goes up top to Roast now. every time St. Joe's tries to come from the top, they're getting double teamed. The slide is coming very quickly, and that drive is getting cut off. So here's Smart now behind, guarded by Massett. Smart sees it there. He looks for Gallo. Nothing there. Gallo misses it, but backed up by Roast. Gets it back to Smart. Comes on the inside. There's Roast coming through the middle. He can't handle the pass. Ball gets knocked down. Picked up by Iona Prep, and they're coming right back down.
And those looks are there. I mean, they're there. It's just a matter of, again, that pressure. Iona's making nothing easy for those cutters. They're getting the check on the hands and putting pressure on them.
Nice ride right there by St. Joe's.
Yep.
They were able to cause a turnover, some physical play. That was Latour and Roast combining to get that turnover.
Let's see if we can get this up the field here.
This is Deion Anderson, senior defensive midfielder.
Good hustle.
He's coming down the field using his big body. He's looking in the inside. There's nothing there. He's getting hit. He's getting hit. And he keeps getting hit. And they don't call a penalty. And that's going to keep going down the other side of the field. And the St. Joe's faithful here are not too happy with that call.
Right in front of the student section, and I think the student section is letting them know every bit of it. Nice shot again, right off. He's such a good shooter.
There's
off
Haggerty.
The defenseman.
Haggerty trying to get it there, and Gallo wins that battle. Down the field now, St. Joe's going to set up their offense. They trail 13-5 with 9:39 to go. In cuts Ventresca. Nothing there. There's that slide once again, Murph. They're cutting it off very well from anything coming from the top.
Yeah, Iona's defense is definitely stellar. They've done a great. There's always the second, but even more important is that second or third slide behind that first slide is right there. They're a good team defensive scheme is going on for them, which has obviously challenged St. Joe's today.
Here comes Wells. Wells
nice
tries
shot.
to take a shot. He comes inside. Bottles gets caught twice, and he gets St. Joe's back on the winning side of the scoreboard, and they cuts the lead now 13-7 for Iona Prep, and that's his first goal of the game. Alex Wells, the senior midfielder.
Good for him. Yeah, the hard part right now is your coaches are looking at the bench, and this is the seniors' last time they're going to be in the field, one side or the other. It's the last time they put that jersey on, so it's a very emotional day. I saw a couple of the parents earlier before and couldn't even talk and shake hands because they were so nervous, but it's also emotional in the sense that, you've been supporting this and this piece. And I know with our boys, and when it ended with our kids, it's just as hard, and you kind of work through it in the crease there.
In the crease, you got a turnover there on Iona. That's the second time. They're really trying to play it close to that crease. They see something inside where they're able to get in there. There's a turnover, but St. Joe's will get another chance to cut the lead as they trail 13-6. Whoa.
That's over the back.
Yep, you're going to get something there. That came around the back next, so St. Joe's is going to pull that. This Ventresca, he's taking the beating and holding on to the ball.
But if you notice, they're not getting the step past that defenseman because the defenseman keeps that footwork in position, and that's one thing here. So here's that help in the backside. He's seeing two guys, not one.
Yep.
So he gets his guy going, and that slide is there.
Here's Pottle. He tries to do something. He gets double team, loses the ball. The ball is going down. If it's picked up by Iona, ball will be called dead, as there will be a penalty called on Iona Prep with 8:20 to go as they lead 13-6 in the fourth quarter. And Murph, if you're St. Joe's right now, this right here is such a critical possession of this game.
Got to have a goal.
You're down 7. It's 8:20. The clock is now against you a little bit. You have to be able to strike and strike quick. So they have to have some things moving here. And this is where you look to see if Tyler Smart, the senior all-star for them, is going to step up and really get a second on the board today.
Yeah, and they've done a good job. I mean, his man is denying him the ball. The offensive man up here wise. So
nice look on the inside and a beautiful save by Portante right on the doorstep there. Jack Kane with the shot. He came in, a great look, just even a better save.
Yep, now you'll just see Iona every opportunity they get here with 7:50 left in the fourth. They're just going to sit on the ball and use that clock and make Joe's chase them all over this field. They're going to stretch them right to the far corners and make them stretch. So if you beat your guy, you have a long slide, and it's just going to stretch it out. There is no shot clock. This is where you and I have had that conversation about shot clock, because then Joe's gets that ball back, and if it's college, And that should, at some point, work its way here. There's a lot of logistics to work through in high schools, but this is where the shot clock conversation, you might see the referees put their hands up for a stalling call, like the L.
And it's subjective to the refs, correct?
It is. And the subjectivity was taken out of it with the clock. So that, you'll probably see that stalling calls. I don't think they're probably going to – they'll go to the cage. I don't think they're going to hold back. But St. Joe's making them play desperate here, getting the ball. They don't have numbers, so pull it out, get your personnel on, and let's get a goal.
Here comes Joaquin Gatt. He's got the ball. He's got 1 goal on the day. He's able to pick it up. He's guarded closely by Lundstedt. Ball comes back up top now. That's Lasky to Roast.
Lundstedt with nice pressure, 44 there, all over the field.
Quesada gets it back to Smart behind X. He's guarded by Scala, who seems to be all over him the whole day. Switch comes. He's now got the short stick in Davis. Switch comes back. Gallo's going to come on the inside. He's
Beautiful
got a step,
timing.
and there it is. And there's the step you were looking for, Murph.
Yep.
You saw when he had that switch, and the defense got a little bit
got
a
caught.
step behind. He took advantage of it, and he was able to put another one on the board, his second of the day, and now Iona Prep leads 13-7 over St. Joe's. They cut the lead to 6.
Tyler's a smart player there. He saw that they were switching, and once you get that switch and the second your man released, he just accelerated, and he knew he had that open area in front of him, and beautiful finish. Just keep driving, keep going hard, and bury it. And he did it. It was perfect. That's exactly why and what they needed.
Coming up, you got Youngblood back in. He's going to try and go it, and it looked like he was getting held, and the refs call nothing. There's nothing there. Balls, they're going to let some people play now.
Yeah, it's going
This
to
is
get chippy.
Kashera going to get it. He's had a good second half coming in. And now St. Joe's coming
Good
down
legs.
the field.
Good
Looking up.
legs.
Here's Smart. Smart whips
Nice.
another shot.
There you go.
Puts it right in. That was all made by the hustle right there of the face-off crew. They were able to get that in, and that was Gabe Cusack who was able to get that ball, kick it down to Tyler Smart, and he just whipped that in the top corner. And now, just like that, with 6:01 to go, St. Joe's trails 13-8 to Iona Prep in the fourth quarter.
I expect the intensity to get more intense, and when you play with heart, head, and hustle, that's what I just saw there. That play off that ground ball was huge. Now you got some, a game of runs. Can you get a good run here? You got to play hard and fast. That's all they can do and stick it. You've got only 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the fourth, and you're down by, 5? So it's going to be a challenge here.
It's going to be a challenge. You got to be able to get some quick strikes. Right now they've maintained possession. That's the first half of the battle. So they'll kick it up top now. This is Pottle, waiting for the offense to come in. Alex Wells, who's got a goal already. The big kid. He's going to use his body. He's going to push inside. Nothing there. Kick it out. Right back up top to Pottle.
Yeah, Wells wants the ball back. He knows he can run through this kid, number 11, the short stick.
Lasky looking. He tries to get it over to Gallo. Nothing there, and he tried to force that pass, and that's a turnover, and it's going to go back the other way. Iona Prep ball.
Well, that's a good little run there, and that's what St. Joe's needed to do. Now they got to maintain this pressure and not let them get anything easy now. Everything's got to be extended. You got to put the hits on them. You got to make them feel the pain a little bit here to get that ball back.
Crew Davis right there maintaining possession. Doing a couple of crafty moves, doing a one-man clear. Now Iona Prep will have time.
And they're going to stretch it right out. You'll see them get into a wide set here for sure and push it and make, come and get us, try and beat a man on the outside, which leaves for a long slide and very dangerous lanes of passing wide open.
Iona Prep satisfied to just keep it on the outside right now. Move that ball, keep it going. This is Pasacreta. He's got nothing there. He doesn't want to do anything, force anything. Comes on in, but this guy, Will Blank, he's been probing all day, trying to look for his first goal. Nothing there, and they're going to pull it right back out.
Yep, just took about a minute off the clock already.
Here's Plunkett now. He's guarded by Hoskins. Comes on the inside, ball comes in. Nothing there. Smartly, Blank passes it right back out top, and Iona Prep now will move the ball on the outside. They take a look inside, nothing there. Up top, Ball gets away from New, but he maintains control. And Iona Prep just going to move, content once again to move the ball around.
No pressure to score, but don't turn it over.
Ball gets thrown away. There's the turnover, just as you said, Murph. And St. Joe's gets it now. Ball back, but there was about 2 minutes taken off of the clock.
Yep.
Right there on that offensive possession by Iona Prep. And now they lead 13-8 with 3:33 to go. Here comes Roast. He's got to look for a quick score right now. If they want to get back into this, he's looking. Nothing there.
He's got a guy.
Oh, he looked for Gallo, but right there, that was Portante who picked that pass right off. He saw it coming the whole way. And there's a turnover for St. Joe's. And that's going to be a tough one to eat because now with 3:14 to go, they trail by 5, and they're going to have to get this ball back. And that last possession was 2 minutes long.
As that goalie is watching that player run up from that X, they're trained to kind of be ready to bait and get that backside look to pick it off.
So with 3:08 to go, we're here at what we would call is a picture-perfect day, Murph. Right now here.
Yeah, I can feel my bald spot burning through the ceiling here. It's so pretty, the sun.
There's not a cloud in the sky. The sun's out. It's not too hot. It's a perfect temperature for lacrosse, and it's just a beautiful day to watch these two teams play. And the one thing I will say about this, watching them, both teams are very, very skilled.
Yes.
They're fast. You could see that. And the most fascinating part is Iona Prep, their leaders are freshmen.
That's incredible.
And they have poise. You look at what they're doing, and it's quite impressive. The leading scorers out of the freshmen right now, you've got 11 of the 13 goals are by freshmen.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And to know as a coaching staff that you have that for the next 3 years, and they'll be, it's that poise, that footwork is really impressive. And then the tendencies, they really get a game flow going, and they can really work that backside, step up, take that little backside shot goal, which has been impressive. But I will give Gallo a lot of credit again. He has made some insane saves today. He's been there on that doorstep, but you can't. You're trying to stop the impossible sometimes when you got at this level of the game with the intensity. He's done a very nice job of stopping some of those shots. It could be a little different, that score right now, if Gallo hadn't made those doorstep stops. He's had 5 on the doorstep.
He's had a tremendous day right there, as you said. The goals that got by him were not his fault.
No,
that was absolutely not. So, with 3:08 to go, Iona Prep gets the ball. St. Joe's going to come out and double team right away.
Their goalie's out, so they're pressing as hard as they can.
Nice save once again by Gallo, and you got to pick that ball up now.
Need possession here.
There they go. Nice pass up.
Possession here.
Oh, and they throw it away. A little panic play right there. Ball gets up. That's the fifth turnover. Fifth turnover for St. Joe's in this quarter. 12th on the game.
Got to give the Iona defense some credit there for being very aware of what's happening on the other side of the field.
You've got right now down, it looks like Blaze New, and he's, I believe he's not feeling well on the field at the moment.
Yep.
As we said, he has been one of those. Him and Crew Davis, we've mentioned their name playing the two-way. So right now he's been giving it all, and it looks like it might be catching up to him a little bit in this game. Here with 2:41 to go.
It'll be a nice breather.
And with that, we'll take a quick break as we come back for the final 2:41 of this Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Lacrosse Class AA Championship. You're watching the New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Championship on Western New York Athletics.
I love being home.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today. Life can be full of surprises, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
And we welcome you back to St. Joe's Collegiate Institute for this Class AA New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Lacrosse Final, where St. Joe's trails Iona Prep 13-8 with 2:41 to go. It looks as if Blaze New got off the field. I think the heat might have gotten to him a little bit, Murph. We've been mentioning his name a lot, that he's been going back and forth, and it just looked like the heat got to him to a little bit of exhaustion, so they've gotten him off on the side. Going to give him some fluids. They're looking at him, making sure he didn't get hit or anything of the concussion. That's what they're kind of looking at as well.
Yeah, we're coming up on 2 minutes here, and at this point it's starting to fall that way that it's going to go, and it looks like they were offsides there, and he took off and didn't have his defenseman over yet.
There's the 6th turnover of this quarter for St. Joe's, and for all of them to get back, they had to play almost flawless. And there's Latour. You can see a little bit now of a little resignation. In effect, the exhaustion starting to set in a little bit, where they're realizing, getting a little bit sloppier. As we said, St. Joe's now in this quarter alone has 6 turnovers.
Yep, and it's tough. I mean, at this point, if you're a parent sitting in the stands and watching, and your son's a senior out there, that sinking feeling. But this day is coming. But we want to congratulate on a fantastic season, and these guys have played hard, and there's so much quality here, and it's been fun to watch on this beautiful, beautiful Memorial Day weekend.
Plunkett tried to get one through there, couldn't get it through, hit a defender, and Roast brings it right back down. 1:43 to go. They trail by 5, 13-8. They're going to bring it out now. And you can't say enough about this Iona team. They had to travel up here on the road this time. We said the first time it's been up here. And they have come and they have delivered.
Yeah, it's really it's spectacular for Western New York to have a caliber game, a state championship game like this in our backyard. And again, it just helps the area, helps the game get more attention, and it's fun to watch. Nice behind the back right there, good grab.
Casada with a nice pass inside to Smart. Smart just couldn't get it to go. He paid a little bit of the price there as he came across the middle. Ball comes over. Iona Prep's got it with 57 seconds left. They'll look to probably just air this out. I would have to think both teams will kind of let the score go out.
Yeah, there's not much you can do right now. So, again, to the senior families, senior parents, Western New York Athletics, we appreciate you, and we wish you all the best and everything that is moving forward. And, we look forward to next year again, but we wish you all the best as you guys move forward and wherever you're headed.
So Iona Prep with 28 seconds left, content to just let this clock out. St. Joe's is the same way. And once again, the score, very similar to last year, Murph. Iona Prep beat St. Joe's 13-7. This game is 13-8. It's a similar outcome. St. Joe's just couldn't get up over that hump. Once again, they had some momentum, but I believe the face-off X was a big
factor.
Big factor on this. And as the clock winds down, we've got your 2023 New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Lacrosse Class AA champions for the 3rd straight year. For the 6th time since they've been doing this, Iona Prep comes out as the champions.
Yep, little garage sale out there. They're celebrating, rightfully so. You work so hard throughout the year, throughout the season, the preparation for the season, and all the years in the youth programs, and all that skill level is what you see out here. And hats off to Iona, and again, hats off to St. Joe's. You got to give them a lot of credit for getting to this stage, and without question, these guys, tried to do their best today, but Iona just had a little bit more.
So with your score, Iona Prep 13, St. Joe's 8, we say congratulations to Iona Prep as they are the 2023 New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys Class AA champions for the 3rd straight year and 6th time. We thank you for joining us on this glorious day. We thank you very much. We hope you all have a wonderful holiday weekend. For myself, Tim Kenny, and my partner, Jeremy Murphy, we say thank you, be safe, and enjoy.